moving along here in the featherweight division, James Adcock representing Knoxville Martial Arts Academy out of Knoxville, Tennessee. And if that sounds familiar, that's the gym that Oven St. Preux trains at.
Yep.
Of course, Eric Turner in his corner here. Eric Turner is known as kind of a wizard in the mixed martial arts world, a really underrated coach, and people wonder why Oven St. Preux, even though he's a top 5 ranked fighter in the world, stays with Eric Turner. It's because he's a really slick, well-rounded coach, and Ovens has a ton of young guys to push him down there in Knoxville.
Yeah.
And, of course, James Adcock coming back to the cage. First time since 2015. Started off 2-0 and took his first loss to Kyle Causey at Valor Fights 23, was submitted. And that was a back-and-forth fight between those two guys. And Kyle Causey is, no slouch on the ground. Tough fighter. And, James took some time off and now ready to come back and taking a tough fight here against Jamal Mohammed, who may be one of the hottest fighters in the state of Kentucky over the past couple of years.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe we're yet to see an actual Fight of the Night award be given out, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess we'll show to see. This is one that I had circled on my fight card, mostly because I've become a huge fan of Jamal Mohammed. Seeing his last few fights, his last amateur fight against Sean Nickel, which was a rematch, just one of the best back-and-forth fights. So both of those fights, those two guys had 2 fights between each other, and they were both just amazing.
Yeah.
And then his pro debut win back at Hardrock MMA 89 over Brandon Kaiser. He's already just 1-0, already ranked number 9 in Kentucky as a pro featherweight. So, you definitely some high hopes and high praise already being heaped on Jamal Mohammed. And, really, again, one of the most impressive fighters that I've seen in a long time come out of this area.
Absolutely.
They said he's going to display something different that we haven't seen from him. I know after his last fight he called out CM Punk, which was that was pretty unique. And I think one of the things I'm worried about is that he's going to actually hurt himself because the guy's smile is so big. I feel like he's going to rip the corner of his mouth. You never see he always that ear to ear smile on his face, even sometimes when he's fighting.
Yeah.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 145-pound pro bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 145 pounds, representing KMAA from Knoxville, Tennessee, James Adcock. And his opponent fighting out of the B2 Digital Blue corner, weighing in at 145 pounds, representing 4 seasons and LTJ from Lexington, Kentucky, Jamal Mohammed.
You hear that? May be one of the loudest ovations you're going to hear tonight.
Yeah.
Featherweight action set to go here. James Adcock in the black, Jamal Mohammed in the white, red, and black. John House is the referee for this one. Set to go action underway here. Both guys coming out southpaw. You see the unique striking style already from Jamal Mohammed. 5th degree Taekwondo black belt. There's that front kick there. Wow. Another front kick right to the face.
Very aggressive front kicks from Mohammed.
He is winging those kicks out there.
The stance in the
wow.
And a spinning kick. I know he loves that spinning back kick. Does Jamal Mohammed.
The stance of Adcock is definitely unique in its own too.
Good job, James.
Yeah, almost standing straight forward with both feet forward.
Sorry.
As he circles here.
Just a lot of switching his stance. And,
Jamal Mohammed took the center of the cage and was just standing there turning in a circle. One of the things that I thought maybe, Jamal recently got his jiu-jitsu black belt. I thought maybe he might show off some of that jiu-jitsu skills. We haven't seen him. He's shown off the striking many times before. Thought maybe he might try to break out the ground game. Of course, Adcock was submitted in his last fight.
It's good to have it when you need it, regardless. Looks like Mohammed is very comfortable with his striking.
Yeah, I mean, being a fifth degree Taekwondo black
Yes.
belt and then training down with those guys at 4 seasons, I'm sure definitely helps out with that.
Very well-rounded fighter.
Something I have noticed that is different is Jamal's actually in the center of the cage, whereas usually he's the one circling.
Okay.
And he's been holding the center of the cage pretty dominantly so far. Then he went with a spinning wheel kick and he closed distance, and now he's working up against the fence.
We saw him working that outside a lot against his fight against Sean Nickel. Now Mohammed now looking for the takedown here up against the cage. Adcock has that whizzer on the left arm of Jamal Mohammed. Adcock looking to his corner to get some coaching here.
Keep pushing, circle now. Circle.
Pushes Mohammed off of him.
Halfway done.
Yeah, I now that you say that, it definitely seems to be part of the game plan for Mohammed to just stand in the center of the cage. And
like with his fights with Sean, he circled and Sean stayed in the middle. And even with Kaiser, in the short instance they were standing, they, Jamal was the one that was circling.
now there's some blood from
now
somebody. Can't tell where it's coming from. Maybe from the nose of Adcock. As Mohammed did a good job just pulling out that post, that left leg, to try to finish this takedown here. Looks like he's already over he's in half guard here. Jamal Mohammed, nice knee to the body as they get back to their feet. Mohammed almost instinctively kind of was starting to circle on the outside. He's like, wait,
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore.
Yep, exactly.
Center of the cage.
He's like, I'm taking the center.
Doing good.
Looked like a little slip there from Adcock. Couldn't tell if Mohammed caught him with anything. Side kick there from Mohammed. Jumping kick there.
Pull those elbows up. Pull those elbows up.
Mohammed also was an all-state wrestler in high school in Kentucky as well, so definitely has the wrestling in his back pocket as well if he needs it.
Push the throat. Flank with your right hand. Push with your
See
left.
him with this body lock. Looking to try to finish this takedown.
Got 40 seconds, James. Doing great.
Mohammed releases off and just short on that head kick.
9-1.
He's working that front kick a lot still.
Adcock almost looked like he laughed that last front kick off.
Yeah.
6 or 5. 5.
In the last minute of the first round here.
Oh,
Spinning back fist
big
lands.
spinning back fist.
Really connected.
And
Front kick.
Adcock is
And some
That
big
could
punches
be-
coming. Spinning
Wow.
back kick. He's got him going.
How much?
Takes him
and this
down.
might be the beginning of the end,
Wow.
and the
That's it.
referee stops it.
That spinning back fist, really.
That was the beginning of the end, and then Jamal Mohammed just
Unloaded
absolutely
after that.
turned it on.
Yeah.
Great endurance from Mohammed to be able to turn it on like that at that stage, that late in a round, and just attack.
Yeah. As soon as he got him in trouble, he went. He put it in fifth gear and just
It almost seemed like that was just something he was throwing out there just to throw out there, and then when it landed, that's when he said, oh, you know what, I'll go ahead and finish the fight here.
yeah, he went from there and then he went with the push kick. And
Nice performance there from Jamal Mohammed. 2-0 now with 2 first-round finishes. And that is a big win there for Jamal Mohammed. I think it's a very tough James Adcock coming out of Knoxville Martial Arts Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 minutes and 57 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by knockout, Jamal Mohammed.
Mohammed is very happy with that win. Congratulations.
Mohammed with the knockout win there. Submission in his first fight, knockout in his second fight. Still yet to lose.
I'm going to hold the mic, all right? I'm going to go ahead and take it. And you just shut that one off. You're good. So it's not even on. And Conor Berger's busy. All right? Sound good? All right. Now, 2-0, right? 2-0.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my students at LTJ. Thank you to my family, my mom, my sisters, my brothers and Sarah. You guys are always there for me. I know that, like, during fight week, I'm not the easiest person to deal with. But thank you guys for putting up with me. And thank you to my cornerman, Michael Seals, Stoney Dennis. And also, thank you to Adam Gomez for letting me come up and train in Georgetown as well. And last thing, there is a card in Lexington on October 14th for Hardrock. And then Brandon Hickton, I would love to be on that card. Let's pack out Heritage Hall. Thank you, guys.
Mohammed not calling out CM Punk this time, but still hoping to get a hometown fight. I know his last couple fights have been in Northern Kentucky, and hoping to get the chance to fight close to home. His